Tuka, your encouragement and inspiration authority, your accountability bestie. How are you? Happy, what's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Listen, I'm going to pop right in, okay? First of all, before I start, I want to just tell for those of you I've never met before, I've got a lot of new followers really tapping in over in the YouTube space. So I'll be here live more often than I was on Instagram. And so I just want to share a tiny bit of my story. 5 years ago, in May, it'll be 5 years. 5 years ago, I was an unwell woman, okay? I was 80 pounds heavier. I had ocular migraines, a type of migraine where you lose your vision. I would lose my peripheral vision, and then I would have a migraine that would last for the whole rest of the day, okay? I had debilitating menstrual cycles, severely anemic, fibroids that were so large that they moved in my body. I was tired all the time. Like I could feel my fibroids moving like a baby. I was tired all the time. I don't even know if the word extreme fatigue encompasses everything I felt in that season of my life. But what happened was I just got to a point in my life where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I knew that I could not continue living life the way that I was doing it. All right. So I knew someone who was, well, she's my friend now. She's my friend and coach, Rochelle T. Parks. Reached out to her, asked her for help, and she did just that. Okay, she did just that. And so we sat down. She showed me what to do, and I was successful at eliminating everything that I just named. So today I am still that I'm a completely different woman in 5 years than I was 5 years ago. All right, so I share all of that with you to say this. I say all that to say this. Before I started that part of my journey, that wasn't my first time around the rodeo. I had tried everything in the world that I could do to lose weight. Okay, some extreme things, some just really weird things, from juice fast to protein shakes to cabbage soup diet to counting points and counting calories and tracking all these things. And I was never able to maintain my results. I would lose weight and gain it back and lose weight and gain it back and lose weight and gain it back. And so over the years, through the course of my journey, my life has took a tremendous turnaround. And so something that I see quite often in the work that I do, and even just out in the world, I see people do this all the time. I see them gain weight. They lose the weight, they get the results, they hit the mark, and they keep it for a little bit. But the average person struggles to sustain, to maintain what they've done. Not saying it's impossible, but I've seen people do this thing round and around. So as I think about what are the reasons that people struggle to lose weight for good, like what is it that you need to do differently this time so that this can be, if you want to lose weight, get the weight off, there's something that you can do and you can keep it up for the rest of your life. So the first thing that I know to be true is you got to change the way you think about the journey. A lot of us think about, and I know I did it too. Okay, when I started, honey, I just wanted to lose 50 pounds. I was like, Lord, if you could just let me lose 50 pounds, we'd be winning. We'll be rocking and rolling. Okay, so I just wanted to lose 50 pounds. That's all I wanted to do. So, like me, most people look at losing weight. They're so focused on hitting a number, hitting the mark, not on what it's going to take to keep it up, right? So, the truth is, most of us treat weight loss or the season of maintaining or managing our weight, we treat it like a phase, like something you're going to do for a period of time. And so then what happens is you hit the mark and then you relax a little bit and then you go back to where you came from. We don't look at it like it's a permanent change. So, if you lose weight, or you get results. So we'll take cabbage soup diet, okay? Something I did that I lost weight and the reason why I gained it back. If you lose weight by doing something that you are not going to keep up for the rest of your life, then guess what's going to happen when you stop doing it? You're going to gain it back. If you lose weight by doing things that you know you're not going to keep up with, then guess what's going to happen? Your weight is going to come right back. My coach says it this way. If you go back, you go back. Meaning if you go back, you go back to where you came. You go back to doing what you used to do. You're going to go back to where you came from, all right? So if you cut out everything that you love and you start eating really weird, extreme things, like I've done things where I can only have juice for days at a time. And, it's like, okay, great. You're going to get results from that. You're going to lose weight, but you're not going to be able to keep it up for the long haul. So it was a season of my life when I had gave up everything. I gave up Chick-fil-A, which was a good thing. Now there are some things I gave up that I'm never going back to. Like I'm never going back to Chick-fil-A. I'm never going back to like Oreos, they out. Like Chick-fil-A was ruining my life. And I should talk about that one day because it was literally ruining my life. All right. So if you don't need a quick fix. So if you cut off everything you love, make the gym your part-time job, live off of protein shakes, guess what? You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get sick of it. You're gonna wake up one day, like I did with the cabbage soup diet, and say, you know what? I have had enough. I am over this. I don't want no more. Okay. I had some. You could eat as much cabbage soup as you wanted on this little thing I was doing. Have you done it? Drop a fire in the chat if you did. All right. You can have as much cabbage soup as you wanted when I did the cabbage soup diet. And I woke up one day and said, I am so sick of cabbage soup. And 20 years later, I can't stand tomato based nothing vegetable, okay? Because of the cabbage soup diet, okay? So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get tired and then you're gonna quit, and then guess what? The weight's gonna come back. So you don't need Ozempic, you don't need Mounjaro, you don't need I can only have this one thing, or I gotta never have treat again. Like you don't need that. You don't need a quick fix. You need an actual plan with little simple changes that change you along the way so you can do it for the rest of your life. That's the hack. All right. So I want to know who's ever done it. Who did the cabbage soup diet? Dropping me in the chat. Okay. The next thing I see people do is you slide back into the things that you used to do. So the truth is you don't just lose weight and the weight just stick. This thing is something that you have to navigate every day of your life. So my maintenance of the life that what we've done, it's daily. It's not set it and forget it. This is not like you do it and then you don't have to think about it no more. So here's what happens in the average person. Most of us will hit the goal. So my goal originally was 50 pounds, okay? Which my coach told me would have still made me obese. My goal originally was to lose 50 pounds. So here's what happened. Most of us will hit our goal, lose the 50 pounds, right? And we think that once we hit the goal, man, we drop a few pounds and we think we good. We think we good. And so if you go back to what you used to do, your body's going to go back to. All right. So here's what typically happens. You lose 15, 20, 30 pounds, right? You start feeling yourself. You cuter. You got new clothes because the old clothes don't fit no more. You're feeling amazing. Okay. Now you outside, okay? Because you cute and you got new clothes. You got to go places. So you're at everybody's social gathering. Okay. You eating out a little more. You start relaxing. All right. If that's you, drop a me in the comments. All right. You start eating out more because you feeling yourself and you cute and you at everybody's social gathering. All of a sudden, you ain't got time to go to the gym anymore. And then next thing you know, one thing led to another, and your jeans are tight. Okay, you pull the jeans up and you like, these wasn't fitting like this about a month ago. Okay, so you are back where you started, like little by little, because what you need is not a quick fix. What you need is to stay consistent. So you need a plan that works for your life. You need to stay consistent, all right? And it needs to be something that's so simple that you can do it even when life gets busy. So what happens is life gets to life. Summertime come, you outside, you cute. All of a sudden, you lose everything that you built, all right? So it has to be something that's so simple that when life starts lifing and your schedule starts scheduling, all right? You can still do the things that you did to get where you are, all right? And if you cannot do it, anybody know what's going to happen? You're going to go back. All right. So this is the reason I created, I'll be doing a challenge in about 12 days called the Get Back Right Challenge. And it's for the person who's been looking in the mirror. All right. You are the person who said, new year, new me, I'm going to thrive in 2025. And here we are in the third month and the thriving has not begun. Okay. And you keep looking in the mirror and you keep saying you're going to start and you keep telling yourself it's going to be Monday. Well, I got the Monday for you. Monday, March 17th, we starting. And this time we're not going to start. We're going to finish. All right. We're going to start and we're going to finish. All right. So because this is not the gym. This is not what we're doing. We're not hitting the goal, get the feeling good, and then go back where we came from. That's too much. Okay. And it does a number on your confidence. You start to doubt yourself, and the enemy loves that. The next thing that happens, so you focus on the weight, like it's a phase in your life, and you're looking for a quick fix that's gonna get it done, and it's not things that you can keep up. The next thing is you're not consistent. The next thing is you trying to do it by yourself. You out here in these streets trying to do it alone like you don't need people. Mhm. It's not even biblical to believe that you were born to do things in isolation. God created us to be in community with each other. But here's what happens when you don't have the proper community. Because some of us got community, but it ain't the kind that's helping us reach our goals. So when you don't have people around you who can check you, all right, something might need to change about you so that people can check you. The right people can check you. Nobody checks you and nobody checks on you. So when you don't have the proper community, nobody checks you, nobody checks on you. I have friends who will literally, I keep accountability around me. Why? Because I need somebody to text me and say, how much you weigh today? And not want me to text a number, they want a screenshot. I need people who text me and say, what you eat today? I need those people around me, and you do too. Because when we don't have that, it's easy for things to slip. This is a big one. You got to be in community. And most of us don't have people around us who will hold us accountable. They don't hold us accountable. So then when we get weary and well doing, when we get tired, when we get burned out and we don't feel like it and we don't want to do it, then we stop. And nobody knows it. We stop in private and we do things in private that show up in public. And so you have to have people around you. You're not supposed to do this by yourself. I would be a bold-faced lie if I told you that the results I've achieved, I did it by myself. I started with a coach who taught me everything that she knew. She taught me everything she knew. No gatekeeping, taught me everything that she knew. And then I allowed myself to be accountable to her and other people so that there will always be a layer of accountability around me. Okay? So this is the difference between you starting and stopping and you doing it for the rest of your life. So I want to close by letting you know that if you are the person that's tired of going round and round and around doing the same things over and over again, tired of playing this game. Okay, we've been playing this game for a long time and you are tired and you really meant it when you said, I'm gonna thrive in 2025. Like you really meant it. And you want 2025 to be the last year. Because I did it for 15 years. Every year I say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. Start the year saying, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. And then I get some results, never hit the 50 pounds, gain it back, go through these seasons. Pumpkin spice season will start. It's right around my birthday and my husband's birthday. We birthday cake, then our kids have birthdays, then it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas. And then I'm like, next year, I'm going to get back on it. All right? I want you to make this the last Monday. We always gonna start on Monday. I know. So that's why we starting on Monday, March 17th. I need you to make this the last Monday. This is the last Monday that you say I'm gonna start Monday. And I want you to start, and this time we gonna finish this thing. It's gonna feel so good to have a plan, to have consistency, and to have people who support you on the journey. All right. So I want to invite you to join me on the Get Back Right Challenge. We'll start on March 17th. If you want in, there is no excuses, no gimmicks. It's free, no barriers. It's just 7 days, simple steps, results. No tricks, no gimmicks, no cut, no extreme, none of that. Okay, just real simple steps that you can start to make today that are going to make a difference that you're going to see on the scale. We start March 17th. All right, and you've been saying you need to do this. I'm here to make sure you actually do it this time. So go to readysethabits.com is the place where you can go to register. Ready, Set, Habits. I know there's some people who have a thing about commenting, but if you want me to send a link, you can comment ready. I'll send you the link, or you can just go directly to Ready Set Habits. All right. So I love you all the way to life. I'm excited about what we're going to create over a 7-day period of time where we're going to start something that you're going to be able to keep up so we can finish this thing. All right. 7 days with me. I got you. I got you. All right. Love you to life, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.